All right, let's do this example. Let theta be an acute angle. Find the other six or the other trig function values for theta, given sine of theta is equal to 1/2. This one, the only difference between this one and the other one is there's no picture. So you have to draw yourself a picture here. Now they do say that theta is an acute angle. Remember, everything's going to be in standard form. So we start off here. We're just going to label any acute angle, and we're going to create a right triangle associated with this. Now the terminal side is always going to end up being the hypotenuse, and we're just going to go straight down to the x-axis, create the perpendicular. So this is the right triangle associated with this acute angle. And they're telling us that sine of theta is equal to 1 over 2, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So according to this, it's basically like if they gave you the answer, now you have to label that O is 1, the H or the hypotenuse is 2, so label that in your triangle. So directly across the theta, that's 1. The hypotenuse is 2. Again, this one's the opposite hypotenuse. And this is going to be the adjacent. And again, to find that, use Pythagorean theorem. So it's going to be 1 squared plus, I guess we'll just call it A, it doesn't matter, is equal to 2 squared, which is A squared is equal to, what, 3? And then A is equal to this positive, because we can't have negative, square root of 3. And now that you pretty much have the picture completed, now it just becomes like the other example. Find the other ones. The easiest one to find, even in fact, without having to draw this picture, what's cosecant of theta? Yeah, because we know that it's going to be the inverse of sine, so just flip that 2 over 1, which is 2. Cosine, I know, is adjacent over hypotenuse. If you forget, just write SOHCAHTOA. Adjacent is now the square root of 3. Hypotenuse is 2. Cosine of theta is square root of 3 over 2. And then tangent of theta is what? Square root of 3. So O over A, which is 1 over square root of 3. Just simplify this times the square root of 3 over square root of 3. Yeah. Either or. The only thing is that I believe on some multiple choice problems, they may have this answer right here, the square root of 3 over 3. So just be aware that it could be either or. Cosine is associated with which one? Secant. So secant of theta is equal to, flip this, we end up with 2 over square root of 3. So let's just simplify square root of 3 over square root of 3, which is 2 square root of 3 over 3. And then cotangent of theta, um, I would flip the unsimplified one, the 1 over square root of 3. That way it's square root of 3 over 1, which is square root of 3. Let me just box in the answers here. So there are your other 5 ones. The other 5 trig function values for this particular theta given.